ANC Ward Councillor Khekhe Khwela has been shot and killed in Klaarwater near Mariannhill, west of Durban, in what police have described as a targeted attack. Police say Khwela was in his office with several community members when an unknown man arrived, claiming he needed assistance. So let's get more details now as to what exactly happened here and get some of the reaction from the scene. SABC News reporter Ayanda Mhlongo is there and live for us. And Ayanda, good evening to you. And from what we've been able to gather as far as the introduction is concerned is that this appears to be targeted, at least according to police. What else do we know?
Absolutely, Bongo. A very good evening to you and our viewers at home. And information indeed that we've received from the police as well as the leadership of the African National Congress here in the eThekwini region, telling us that this seems to be the work of a lone gunman who entered this Sezakala Community Service Center and went to Councillor Khwela's office seeking assistance. He then pulled out a firearm, shot Councillor Khwela several times, Councillor Khwela then dying at this scene. Of course, this has brought much shock and devastation to not only the Khwela family who has arrived here at the scene. In fact, his mother and sister were here a short while ago and were then taken away, but also, of course, the members and the leaders of the African National Congress here in the ANC's biggest region, that is eThekwini, have expressed their deep shock at this incident that has happened here. At a time, Bongiwe, when party leaders or the ANC leaders will tell you that they had breathed a sigh of relief from a time when this province was plagued with the incidents of violence and targeted attacks against the political party leaders in the main councillors. Councillor Khwela, a veteran councillor in eThekwini municipality, has been described as a dedicated and committed leader. Without wasting much time, let me now bring in the coordinator of the ANC's regional task team here in eThekwini, Mr. Thanduxolo Sabela. Mr. Sabela, thank you so much for your time. Deeply hard and at a time for yourselves as the leaders of the African National Congress in this particular region. Let's firstly get, is there any additional information that as the leaders of the ANC have been able to get from what transpired here this afternoon?
Thank you, Ayanda, and good evening to the viewers at home. Indeed, it's a very sad day. 10 years of good service by Councillor Khwela, who was about to bow out on the 4th because he had indicated that he's no longer available to continue as a ward councillor and is bowing out and handing over the baton to the new leadership in the branch. So we are very saddened as the ANC because we do not understand what sparked this, what was the motive behind killing such a wonderful man who had served this community. It is very clear that even when you walk into this community, you can see the development that has happened in this community, that continues to happen. And you can just see by the numbers of the community members who are here that this ward councillor was a loved ward councillor by his own community. So we are very saddened as the African National Congress, and we really hope that those who have caused this will be brought to book. We're happy that the political killings task team has arrived at the scene, and it seems that they are the ones who are going to take over the case. We have seen their work. We have seen them unlock a lot of cases in the past that has seen many of our leaders die. Indeed, you are correct that we were actually breathing a sigh of relief throughout this whole process without any incident happening in our processes. So we are shocked now as to why, and also in a ward where there are no tensions, why something like this would happen. So we also do have a little bit of hope that it's really not politically related, but we will not leave that to speculation, and we will ask the police to leave no stone unturned until they find those who killed Councillor Khwela. So we want to say our deepest condolences to the family. The mother of Comrade Khwela especially, who will now see his son to his last day on earth, and his entire family. We are really saddened, and we want to send our condolences, but we also want to send our condolences to the people of Ward 17 and all the entire membership of the African National Congress, to say to them, comrades, this is a sad day indeed, but we must continue honor the legacy of Councillor Khwela. And how we can honor it is to ensure that in this ward it remains the ward as how Khwela would have loved it to stay.
Mr. Sabela, thank you so much for your time. Thanduxolo Sabela, he's the coordinator of the ANC here in the eThekwini region. Of course, also mentioning there, Bongiwe, we did see the arrival of members of the political killings task team, that is the PKTT, who we know were established to investigate incidents involving attacks and killings of political party members and leaders. And of course, at this point, we have not yet had the confirmation from the police as to whether or not this particular case will be investigated by the political killings task team. We'll have to wait for the police in KwaZulu-Natal to confirm that to us, but we have indeed seen the political killings task team officers arriving here at the scene. And as Mr. Sabela was saying, the family as well is here. We'll remain here at the scene, and as we get more information, we will then report to our viewers. Let me leave things here and hand things back to you.
All right, Ayanda Mhlongo, they will continue then to cross live to you, Ayanda, just to get an update on this very disturbing story. ANC Ward Councillor Khekhe Khwela shot and killed in Klaarwater, that is near Mariannhill, west of Durban, and will continue then to keep you posted on this developing story.